Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Reformation haul for you. So Reformation is a brand that I've only tried once before, but it's a brand that definitely always reoccurs in my brain when it comes to spring and summer. I don't really think about them over the autumn and winter, but as soon as it hits spring and the weather gets warmer, I definitely start to gravitate towards more of their styles, their dresses, their floral pieces and things like that. So I wanted to do another order this year following my one last year. If you didn't see my order last year, I ordered completely different items in that video, a lot of which are still available. So if you'd like to watch that video, I'll link it in the cards. But today I have ordered some new pieces from them. Now I know Reformation is quite well known for their occasion wear, wedding guest dresses, that kind of thing. I didn't order any of those this time. I've already tried a couple of their wedding guest dresses in my last video and in store once as well. So I wanted to try some more of their more casual everyday pieces. Now obviously these are quite expensive pieces, they're quite luxurious, a lot of them are silk. Well, some of them are silk, but some of them are not. But they're quite expensive and elevated pieces for every day, but they're not necessarily occasion wear, if that makes sense. So the first one I bought, I actually got a bit carried away with this top because I fell in love with the shape of this top. It's the Cristina top, and I ended up ordering this to try in 3 different colours and patterns just because I could not decide which one I liked the most. Now obviously I'm not going to keep all 3, I might not keep any of them to be honest, but I wanted to try all 3 and decide which one I liked best, if any. So it is this top. Now again, I will show you this on. It's a beautiful sleeveless top. I got it in this plain ivory colour. This is definitely an off-white, slightly yellow tinged ivory ecru. It's not a true white. It's got this lace trim and these buttons down the front. And then at the back, it's actually quite similar to the Realization par dress in that it has a tie that you can tie and cinch in at the back. And this is my new favourite detail on tops and dresses. I actually think that all tops and dresses should have this because it enables it to fit so many different body types. I got this in a US8, which is a UK12, and I would say without the tie it is quite loose on me and I would probably prefer a 10, but because it has this tie at the back, I can really cinch it in at the back and make it a lot more fitting to my body along the waist, but it isn't too tight at the ends or at the top like it might be if it was actually in a smaller size. So I really love the detail, and I think I'm going to look out for tops and dresses like this in the future. I think I've discovered that it suits my body type quite well, having a smaller waist and bigger hips, because I know that if I want to size up in something just to make sure it fits everywhere, I can still pull it in at the waist with that tie. And I just like the detail as well, I like having a bow at the back. So this is a beautiful top. As I said, this is the plain ivory version and it's the Cristina top. Composition wise, this is a blend of viscose and rayon, so I'm not overly impressed with the material composition. I would much prefer this in silk, but I do like the fit. The 8 does fit me well because of the tie. I would say without the tie it would definitely be a little big, and I could probably do a 10 because of the tie. I could probably fit a 10 as well, but the 8 is also fine, so I think it runs pretty true to size. And I have to say I do love the silhouette of this top, so much so that, as I said, I ordered it in 2 other patterns. So it comes in about 5 patterns, I want to say, 4 or 5, so I ordered 3 of them. This is the next one. This might be my favourite. It's this beautiful pink floral. I think it's called Baby's Breath on the website. It's exactly the same top as previous. It has the lace trim and it has buttons down the front and it has the tie situation at the back, but it's in this pink floral. I love pink. I love this colour. This might be my favourite. I'm not sure what I would wear this with. Let me know what you would style these tops with. I guess jeans or linen trousers, maybe a linen skirt that I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I think the millennial in me always struggles a little bit with longer tops and long line tops because I grew up wearing crop tops and shorter tops with high-waisted trousers, high-waisted jeans. And now that the lower waisted style is much more in and the longer line tops are in, I'm like, I don't know how to style these because I just didn't grow up doing it. So let me know how you would style these tops, but I do really like them. The final one I've got is this gorgeous flower print. I thought this was a cherry print, but it's not, it's flowers. It's in this cream. This is slightly creamier than the ivory of the first version. Again, exactly the same, but it's got this red floral on it, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful. Exactly the same with the lace, and I do really like this one as well. If I had the money, I would keep all three, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep any of them. I like them. I don't know if I love them. I love the silhouette and I love the idea of them, but the reality is I'm not sure what I would wear them with. So the jury's still out, but I probably am going to return these, but I do really love them, although the material composition is so for the price. Next up, I have a little bit of a Cami cardigan set. This is something I've been wanting for so long, years in reality, and I've just never found the right one. So it comes with a little cami top. This is very rouge with the little pink bow on the front and the lace details around the trim. Very rouge-esque. I'm sure you could find something almost identical to this on rouge. It's in this off-white ivory colour. Again, it's not a true white, it's definitely a yellowy toned white. So you get the cami top, which is like a cropped little cami top, and then you get the matching cardigan, which is again very rouge-esque, just a little cropped cream cardigan with some pearlescent buttons, and it's got this kind of embroidery style on it. This one I got in a size medium. The cami fits beautifully, the cardigan fits fine, the sleeves are quite tight, but it's meant to be a former fitting cardigan anyway. I do like this. I actually really like this together. I do feel like this is something that's missing in my wardrobe. However, I do think that this one is too expensive for the quality of it. I want to find a cheaper alternative to this, as much as I love it, because it is about £150 and I just think it's too expensive for what it is. I'm glad I tried it though, because I now know, I styled it up a few different ways, and I now know that I really do want something like this in my wardrobe. It's just finding a more affordable alternative. So if you have any recommendations, maybe like an And Other Stories kind of price point, let me know down below if you've got any or you've seen any. This particular one is 98% organic cotton and 2% spandex. So I do like the material composition of this, I have to say. I think that's really nice that they've used organic cotton, and it's got that little bit of stretch in it, obviously. So yes, I do like it. I do recommend it if you have the money, but I'm not going to be keeping it because it is just too overpriced. Should we move on to some bottoms? I have a few pairs of trousers. So I wanted to try another pair of their trousers. Now, if you watched my Reformation video from last year, you'll know that I tried at least 2 pairs of trousers from them. I believe one with the Vesta pants, if I remember correctly, and potentially the Tommy pants or something like that. Neither of those worked out for me. I remember one being too long and one being too see-through, maybe, the white ones. So I decided to try the Ava Linen Pants. These have a stretchy waistband. I was looking for something with a stretchy waistband because I think the linen trousers I tried last year had a proper waistband with a button and a zip, and I wanted something a little bit more casual. So I went with these. They're just a white wide leg linen trouser. Now the length of these is really good on me. I'm 5'5". The waistband is perfect. Obviously it's stretchy, so it's quite forgiving and it can fit a variety of different sizes. There's just a touch too tight on the thighs. So I got these in a medium, which I'm not sure what they equate that to, whether that's a 10 or a 12, probably a 12. And yeah, the thigh area is just pulling ever so slightly. Not to the point where I can't wear them and they look fine, but it annoys me and I can feel it, so I'm probably not going to keep them for that reason. Now the one thing I do like about these, and I think is different to the ones I tried last year, are they are fully lined all the way through. So they're one of the few pairs of white linen trousers I've seen on the market that are lined, and so you really don't have to worry about these being too sheer or too see-through. I mean, they are still like a tiny bit see-through, but they have a full lining, so as long as you wear the right underwear, they're going to be absolutely fine. And the pockets don't show through too much either. You know, sometimes when you've got a pair of sheer white linen trousers and you can really see the outline of the pockets, I just really don't like that. But yeah, these are actually much better, so I'm quite impressed with these, just because they've put a lining in them. I just find that's something that the majority of brands don't do with their white linen trousers. These are 100% linen and the lining is 100% rayon, but it is dead stock fabric. So I do like that fabric composition. I'm quite impressed with that actually. They feel really lovely. They feel quite thick, but obviously still very lightweight and breathable for summer. And yeah, I think they're very close for me. They're just not 100% the perfect fit. And I think if I'm spending this much on a pair of trousers, I will put all the prices on screen and down below, then I want them to be absolutely 100% perfect. So I don't think I'm going to be keeping these either, but I would recommend them. I think if they're going to fit you fine, obviously it's just totally a proportions thing, depending on your proportions. I would say they run true to size. They're just ever so slightly too tight on the thighs for me. So yes, but overall I'm quite impressed with them, and I think they probably come in other colours as well. So if you're looking potentially for a black linen pair, I'll leave everything linked down below and all the information. But yes, I think they're definitely a good solid option. So we have another pair of trousers in here now. These are a little bit different actually. These are, what is the name of these? These are the Ethan Twill pants in the olive. I also got these in a size medium. Now these are designed to be a much looser, baggier trouser, so they fit me absolutely fine. Again, they have the drawstring waist. These also have a tie. I don't think, no, these ones, the white ones didn't have any kind of tie, but they have the stretchy waist. So it's not a drawstring, it's a stretchy waist. These are a drawstring waist, so you can bring them in as much as you want, really. And yes, they're a very baggy, loose trouser with some pockets on the sides. They're kind of like a cargo trouser, but they're not fully committing to the cargo trouser style because they're not that rigid cotton material, that almost twill material. These are very flowy, very loose. They almost feel silky and shiny. They're quite reflective of the light. They're actually very beautiful. In terms of the material composition, I will just check that for you. So these are 100% tencel, so a more sustainable lyocell, viscose kind of material. But yes, they do have that kind of almost sheeny, shiny feel. They're very soft, they're very lovely. These are quite long, unfortunately. They are definitely too long on me. Well, they're too long to wear with flats, which is what I would probably want to wear them with. I just don't wear heels on a casual day-to-day basis, so I just, as much as these would probably look amazing with heels, I wouldn't wear them that way. So yes, they are a bit long. They would need to be tailored for me if I was going to keep them. If you're tall though, these could be a really good option. But yeah, I do like them. They are kind of a very specific style that isn't really my style, but a style that is very much on trend at the moment, and I did want to try. I love the colour. The olive green is beautiful. I love the reflective nature of them, and I do quite like the style. It's just, it isn't 100% me. So again, these are going to go back, but if you're looking for a slightly more casual, slightly more toned down version of a cargo trouser, if you want to dip your toe into that style, but you don't want to fully look like you're part of the military, then these might be a good option just because they're that much looser, that much more flowy, a little bit more feminine. Moving on to the last few items, I got some skirts. These were probably the items I was most excited about because I feel like Reformation has so many beautiful skirts at the moment, and I am so into skirts this summer. They're all I want to wear. I don't want to wear shorts, I don't want to wear jeans, I don't want to wear, well, I do want to wear linen trousers, but I just want to wear flowy midi and maxi skirts. It's just really up my street this year. So I bought a few to try. This first one I bought in 2 different patterns. This was another thing like the first top that came in at least 5 different patterns and colours, and I couldn't decide between a few of them, so I decided to order 2. It's the Layla silk skirt. I got mine in a US8, which is a UK12, and this is the first version. It did say that this skirt ran big, and I would say that's probably the case, but it's an elasticated waistband, so you can kind of, you know, it kind of stretches and accommodates more sizes than if it wasn't elasticated. So yes, I would say if you're between sizes, do size down in this one, but if you're just a standard size, you could probably just get your regular size. It has this elasticated waistband with this really subtle lace trim on the top, and the nice thing about this waistband is you can wear it on any part of your body. So I can wear this on my waist, but I can also wear this really low down if I wanted to on the very bottom of my hips or somewhere in between. I've kind of been styling this mid-waisted. I think that's where it looks best on me, but yes, it's quite nice to have that option of being able to style it high or low-waisted. So I would say if you want to do that, probably do size down to a smaller size so it will fit your waist, but it will stretch out with the elastic to fit your hips as well. It's a silk, so it is 100% silk. It's a silk charmeuse. It is a lovely fabric. It feels very soft. However, it is completely unlined, which I don't know. On one hand, it's very lightweight to wear in summer and it feels lovely and breathable and very soft and just very luxurious to wear. On the other hand, it feels a little bit sheer, a little bit see-through. I mean, with the right underwear, it's absolutely fine, so it's not really an issue. And it would be absolutely fine in the darker prints and patterns as well. But I don't know, there's something about the elasticated waistband and the unlinedness of it that just feels like it doesn't match up to the price point, which I think is a pattern with Reformation. I think as beautiful as some of these pieces are, and I love everything in terms of the style of these things, the quality is a little bit hit or miss, and the fabrics are generally quite good. 100% silk, lots of linen, tencel, that kind of thing. But I just wish they added those extra touches that make things feel more expensive. And I feel like some people will disagree with me, but I feel like that is something that Sézane often do very well. Most of their stuff is lined, they have beautiful buttons, lovely cuffs, those kind of things, which I feel are often missing at other brands like Reformation and Rouge. And it's why I so often go back to Sézane, because those little touches make all the difference, and I feel like they are the best at doing those. So yeah, I do like this skirt, but I don't love it. I think something from Sézane, I'm thinking the sandy skirt from Sézane, for example, would potentially be a better option, even though that one isn't silk, I don't think it's silk, and this one is. I just think it looks slightly better designed, and as much as I do like the idea of this stretchy waistband, with it being able to sit at different points on your waist and your hips, it does also make it feel a little bit cheaper than if it had like a proper waistband. So again, it's something that I like. I don't love the colour, the pattern, absolutely beautiful, right up my street, this very vintage floral design. So I do really like that. And again, I don't not recommend it. I just don't think I'm going to be keeping it myself. I also got this version of it, which I don't think I like as much actually. I wanted to try this. It's a little bit different for me, a little bit brighter. Feels almost like a little bit Y2K. It almost reminds me a little bit of like a Versace print. It's definitely more bold than the previous one, which is very kind of my usual style of this vintage ditzy floral. This is a little bit different. It's exactly the same skirt though, the Layla silk skirt, 100% silk charmeuse. Again, I do like it. This would look really cute with a white crop top or something like that, or a white vest, but I don't love it. So that one will also be going back. The final skirt I got I'm actually wearing, and it is definitely my favourite of the haul. It's not necessarily the most special, but it's the one that I can instantly wanted to put on. I wore it today and I know I'm going to get lots of wear out of this. It's a white linen skirt. Now I actually believe, yes, so it's also the Layla skirt. So it's the same skirt as these, but it's in a linen fabric as opposed to the silk. And there's just something about it that feels a little bit more casual than the silk versions. And although it does still have that stretchy waistband, because it's a thicker linen fabric, it just feels a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more substantial than the silk ones. And I just really love it. I like the plainness of it, the simplicity of it, the fact that I can pair it with a plain vest top like I'm doing now, but I could also wear it with a floral blouse or something similar. I really do like it, and I feel like this is something I have been really admiring on a lot of people, a linen maxi midi skirt, and something that I wanted to add to my wardrobe. It changes it up from linen trousers. I do love a linen trouser, but sometimes I want something a little bit more feminine, a little bit more floaty, and this definitely ticks those boxes for me. I got mine in a size 8, so I got everything I think in either a size US8, UK12 or a medium. I would say all of these things run pretty true to size, and it fits me well. I can wear it on my waist, I can wear it lower down, mid-waisted, or on my hips. I'm kind of wearing it about mid-waisted in these clips, and I really like it. I like the length. It's kind of, again, between a midi and a maxi, so a mid-axi, and that's my favourite length at the moment. So I really like this with some leather sandals or my black ballet flats. It would look really good with those as well. So yes, I'm very happy with this one, and this is the one item that I am going to keep from this video. Everything else will be going back, but I wanted to show you anyway, just to show you what's available at Reformation, what I think of the quality. Generally, it is a little bit hit or miss. I don't think it's up there with Sézane, but it's not a brand that I will never buy from, because I do think they have some pieces which are beautiful and they are more sustainable. Not perfect by any means, and I think they make probably too many products to claim that they're 100% sustainable, but they are trying, and there is a lot of information on their website about sustainability, so I will give it to them for that. Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments, and do like this video as I said at the beginning if you did enjoy it, you found it helpful, you want to see more videos like this. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you would like to continue watching some of my content, then I will leave some videos for you to choose from on the screen now. Otherwise, have a lovely day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.